Hello, hello. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring us messages for your best and highest good using the energies of the daily moon cycle, which is in Taurus, and of the planetary aspects surrounding us. We're going to talk about the Gemini opposing Sagittarius energy with Sagittarius entering Mars today. That's going to, in essence, be a teeter-totter of where we can find balance. If we're great at one end, that can tell us on the other side what energy we can pull in and try to work on. With that Uranus being sitting in Gemini right now of the butterfly energy. And then, of course, the title we have Life Path 6-Day, and that is driven from November 4th. 11 plus 4 plus the year 2025 is a 9, and we get a 24, which, if you've been following for a while, that number 24 has been coming up quite a bit, along with 25 and 26. Let me know what you were doing 24 years ago, which was 2001. Go ahead and tap that into the chat box for me. I'm curious. I always am, because when you add 2 plus the zeros plus 1, we're getting a 21 energy that then reduces down to a 3 when you add them. So the 21 energy then makes that a special path year of connection. What or who did you really connect to, especially in relation to being more balanced and aligned with what you were here to do? Now, with the energy of the lovers, everybody loves the Lovers' Day. What comes along with that is the devil energy of Capricorn and Daddy Saddy to tempt you away from the lessons you're meant to be learning. I think of if you guys are old enough to remember the after school specials, it'll make you feel good. I always think, especially when I see this card, what has a puppeteer over your life, especially fears or patterns that we may or may not be aware of and are or are not working on. And I have fears, patterns, secrets, our shadow sides of ourselves, examples if we're, non-cooperation, self-serving, greed. We've all encouraged those or encountered those energies. And then we want to be presented with them sometimes through the mirror of that other person so that we can learn how to conquer and face them, and why perhaps that energy feels normalized for us, okay, depending on the environment we grew up in. The song of today is a new one. It's I Love Me by Demi Lovato. And actually, it started ringing in my ear as we were ending our live last night. So that I'm blaming y'all there. That was your energy. And that is the first bit of information I got this morning. So I wonder when I Love Me is enough. On the chat box and in the description box, if you're catching me after the live, there is a link to today's Angi-Notes, which does include a graphic of what to do on a Taurus moon. So we have Taurus moon do's and don'ts. I have my Angi-Notes there with the cards this time. I like this idea of putting in the lovers and then the energy of Persephone, representing the devil energy, because she's smiling. She looks like she has a big old secret. So I think that's a hot card. Hence my little fire sketch there on my notes today. I also have been giving you a visual representation of the Sabian symbols, the lessons, and where everything's sitting, including the energy of the cards if you're more of a visual learner. All of that information is there to help us learn how to use the energies that are surrounding us. What is our energy, right? If we're feeling all boo-hoo, and we didn't know that there was a water trine in the sky, you might think, what the heck is wrong with me? But when we know planets are really flowing and just pinging off of each other's energy, that's going to cause the water in us, our emotions, to kind of swell to a surface and kind of feel like a monsoon sometimes. Now, what we're going to be talking about today with this Mars and Uranus energy on the teeter-totter, it's right there. And then I have a visual image there for you to get in your mind of what that may look like and possibly if you're a journaler as well. You can jot down a few words about what those cards make you feel just on first impression. Okay, it's the first half second of a second. As soon as our brains start getting involved, then that's no longer our intuition. Okay, the lusty energy is definitely in the air today, especially with I've been calling out Sagittarius season for quite a while, and with Mars, the planet of action, entering that fiery, buoyant, positive, joyful energy, also can be a little bit stubborn as well. That's fire. Today is the fourth, which is the Emperor, Aries energy of Mars as well. And that is all about Mars is about our desires, our impulses, our sex drive, the force with which we do something, the actions that we take toward it. It can also be impatience, anger, and leadership qualities, our thirst, our zest for life, right? And then when we are looking then again at the Sabian symbols and the lessons, this is a lot of self-reflection. So if you've been journaling and you're not normally a journaler, then that could be why, because it's a lot of reflection time here as we're moving into these fall energies if you're on my side of the world. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and step in here. I'm going to use one of my earthy decks because we have that energy of the moon moving into Taurus. Look at the first decan in your own birth chart to understand where your emotions might be most affected by the Taurian energy of the moon. Okay, so we got a tower here on the bottom. I think Liz said in her reading yesterday or today, she's been getting a lot of towers too. Wow. So there's the Taurus power card of the Hierophant. This is our pre-shuffle here. Our Eight of Wands, that is the first decan of Sagittarius, which is sitting in the planet of communication, Mercury. And then, of course, we have that Mars energy joining into the Fire Fun as well. Communication to a possible emperor. I mean, on a full moon as well. How about them apples? He ain't hard on the eyes. We'll allow it. Ace of Pentacles, an actual tangible 3D offer of some sort here is on proposal. It is potential energy, potential to start a new partnership as well. And that does require the ending of something else. We need to release our hand and let go in order to be able to open our hands to receive something else from the universe. This is the 22 card of the deck. It is a special card only to this deck, the Angel of the Night. And we've seen her appear the last couple times I've used this deck. And before that, she hadn't come out for quite a while. So that tells me that the collective that I'm reading for has really been doing that introspective work. So I'm glad to see that. Okay, there is the truth about a Nine of Wands, so Sagittarian energy in reverse. On my notes, I wrote down Action Jackson. I think that was a show. It just came in as a download, which is why I wrote WTF underneath it. Because I don't know why that came in. But I mean, if you want to talk about fire, passion, and heat, the truth about that. But the reverse of the Knight of Wands can be impulsive, right? So we want to make sure that we're not hearing or speaking some kind of truth impulsively and blurting something out that might be harmful or that we would regret. Knight of Wands energy can well, really, all the fire sign can be a bit impetuous. That's the shadow aspect that scares me because that side of shadow means that I know it's going to hurt somebody, but I don't care. Like that impetuousness of this is all about me, right? So this could be you speaking your truth finally. We've been seeing that the emotional decision has been made. I seem to be picking up on the soulmate cycle, some kind of journey between two, and even within our own divine feminine and masculine energy. So this can be Either somebody, I feel like it's you guys blurting out your truth here. So not only is it not, it's emotional and you've already made the emotional decision and choice, but this is when I'm speaking it and they ain't gonna like it. So we shall see here. Let's see what's fueling that energy before I decide. Yeah, Page of Swords. So there's an energy there, a tower energy of as well. If you're getting ready to rock somebody's world, just make sure that you are telling your truth in a way that leaves room for forgiveness and understanding of the lesson of why you and this person came together and what you learned. What do you think that soul lesson was all about? We don't want to deliver this news and then on top of it, be mean about it because we don't want to take on that energetic karma. We don't want it to lower our vibrational frequency. And 2 pages here. Okay. Page of Pentacles, it's just like once you say this, that Pandora's box is open, guys. There's no going back. And I feel like you know that you're letting either this person let you know that your heart is open or you're going off to fill your own cup because you're bored as hell. Okay, Billie Eilish, I'm so bored. That's my I'm so bored card. So you've been, if this reading is for you today, on this side of the board, I'm going to be pulling on Divine Feminine. The other side of the board, I'm going to be pulling the Divine Masculine with my nosy air deck. And let's see, let's keep going here. Okay, so that means that in the near future, there's our Ace of Cups. So fueling the Seven of Pentacles, it's game time. Okay, you're doing this, it's opening night. Book ending that Ace of Swords. Just don't do it like an evil queen, okay? I just heard Lady Gaga's Born This Way. Okay, just make sure we're delivering this news in a way that we would want it delivered, no matter how they've treated you, because that's their karma. Okay, you don't want to incur any on yourself just because we're happy to be out of Dodge here regarding some lesson. Okay, let's look at the blocks then. Let's look at the blocks. That's our first row. I'm going to try to squeeze everything in here today. How about I do this? Since I'm going to have to keep masculine on one side and feminine on the other, we'll do it like this for you so you can see what's here. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming in, Miss Peg and Kaylee and Diana and Ash is here. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you, Miss Kathy. Thank you guys. You're the best. Brett, Marcia, Jennifer, Miss Judy Jude. Thank you guys. I appreciate and love you so much. Okay, let's see. We are back at our opportunity once again of Seven of Pentacles. It's opening night as far as our heart being open to a new start in love or some kind of renewal here. And the situation, okay, is a Knight of Wands in reverse, fueled by the Page of Swords. So, Page of Swords energy can be a little tactless. So this might be a situation of where you have to bite your tongue because it's like it's really hard to be nice to this person. Maybe you've lost respect. I don't know what's going on here, but let's see. In the recent past, fueling the star as this boredom energy. It's, you know what? I'm so freaking bored. So you would know if this is your reading, if you could barely withstand the cups that you've been receiving. Maybe you can barely stand yourself in this and you're like, okay, I need to get really serious about my manifestation. I am hooking back into my original dream here. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And the heart of the reading, yeah, High Priestess energy. I am going towards fulfilling my wish, desire. Okay, Star High Priestess. And that is the 360th end lesson of Pisces, all the way around from Aries 1 to 360 Pisces. That is about us fulfilling our desire. Let's see what's fueling your high priestess. Yeah, I am so happy, you guys, to see these energies starting to move forward. Okay, we were getting the same cards over and over, no matter what deck I use. So I'm so glad to see this progress. Could be burning up an engagement or a marriage or just a long-term commitment. Okay, commitment's commitment. And this has been something you've been holding to yourself up until this point, but you ready to drop some truth bombs here. So I hope you heed the advice there. Even if they have not been kind, don't lower your vibration to theirs. It's probably why you're going in the first place, right? Okay. Let's see. Near future. I'm going towards my own damn happiness, Ange. When we are filling our own heart's cup in such a way that we are making ourselves happy, we attract the same frequency of energy that is also the level of happiness that we are, right? So if we're attracting curmudgeons, that would tell me I need an attitude adjustment. I need to make sure I'm not being a Debbie Downer, an Eeyore, or a complainer, right? I want to be grateful for everything that I do have, the year I've had. And that's really hard to be grateful in that energy. It really is. But when we do that, it's like spirit pours all this light towards you. That vibrational frequency shifts to light, and the pentacles then fall from the sky. Okay, that's beautiful. And near future, full moon with the Seven of Swords. In this deck, it's trying to kind of get off scot-free, and it's not that same energy in all decks. It's just particular to this deck, because Seven of Swords can be, I am stealing these items from the army camp because I don't want them to use them to hurt other people. So it's well intentioned, or like joining the service. You're not a straight up, I won't even say it, person that would harm anybody else. But in that situation, you get called to service, you get called to war, you got no choice. That's kind of Seven of Swords energy, okay? Depending on the context. But with 10 of Cups here, it's like I'm given, this is where that reverse Knight of Wands is coming back through. I know you might not give two shits, okay? Especially if it's been as brutal as it looks. I mean, she's bloody, bruised, and battered, but it's opening night. All of her hard work is about to pay off for all of the things she has poured into her own self and her own heart. Okay, and it's kind of like in this Seven of Swords, 10 of Cups. I don't care who sees me. Instead of hiding, it's like I have zero shits left to give, Ange. Just be kind with your words, even if they have not been. And that's my awesome lighting that loves to go on and off. Okay, time to get a new light. Let's see what the blocked energy is, the way we've been manifesting before. We had one foot stuck in the past where this skull is. See if that works there. We have one foot in the past with the skull. We're up to our thighs in emotions. I can see why that would you'd be telling me you're over this. On the other hand, she is holding that walking stick of wisdom with the snake of knowledge and healing wrapped around it. But if we have one foot stuck in the past and we're trying to tiptoe one foot into the future, then we, in essence, pee all over today. Right. And energetically, it's about living every day to the fullest, even if that is just what is the one thing that's going to bring me joy today. And if that's watering your plants outside, then that's watering your plants outside. Say thank you for it, because that vibration is going to shift the energy around us. So as the block, this is a kind of, especially with that thunderbolt in the background, Uranus energy. This could be sudden. As soon as you say this, as soon as it's out of your mouth, there's nothing left to say. We can put it that way. Oops, that's the top. Fueling that Three of Wands in the block. King of Pentacles, the Taurus full moon. This could be that I just haven't revealed it yet, but as that full moon hits in Taurus, the kings are the fixed energies, and here's why. 2, 3s, and 4s are cardinal. It goes in order. Okay, those are the cardinal signs. 5, 6s, and 7s are fixed energies, and you can tell that energy in the cards, right? With the numbers, and when you see the pictures, 8, 9s, and 10s are the mutable energy. There's an order to it, and a lot of decks. I wish I had more of them. The queens are ranked higher than the kings because the kings are the ones that take action, right? But who is the one that organizes that action? Who's the one that runs the house? Whether you're a dad and a mom, or a mom and a dad, okay, that is, I've got to put a plan into place in the first place. Queens, cardinals, fixed. Mutables are the knights because they are given direction from the kings. Okay. All right. So this is King of Pentacles is very settled energy. So you could be breaking the news here that you've been manifesting something else, and the block has been that you're standing 1 foot in yesterday and 1 foot in today. So we're changing that vibrational frequency on a daily basis here. The top of the deck, Queen of Swords. You're telling your truth here, guys. Libra, Venus and Libra energy. Okay, and that's only there. We're at lesson 28 out of 30. So I'd say this is eminent here. Fueling that. Wow. A Queen of Wands. I'm ready for my close up. Okay, I'm ready for my glow up. I'm ready to spread my wings, the wings of Isis, and fly. My confidence has been returned because I've taken the time to pour back into my own heart. But that doesn't mean we lower ourselves. And a Knight of Wands in reverse, it could even simply be, don't go hauling ass for whatever this situation is. Make sure that it's not a threat, it's a promise, and that we're following through. Okay, if that's what you want to do. Your decision is your decision. So double queen energy, really, for the divine feminine, standing in their power. And that's what spirit wants you to know. You have this confident energy coming in, this fire energy, and it's definitely firing you up. So fire and air are sister signs, and we are going to be looking at that. That's literally the Uranus and Mars axis there. And I feel like the fire of Mars moving into Sagittarius is what's lighting your butt on fire here. Okay, there's definitely a sense of urgency, and justice energy is the outcome. That could be your balance. That could be the actual DIVORCE is set in motion here. That could mean you've given your 2 weeks notice if it's a job for you. And on my notes today, this is the sister energy of the lovers here. So daddy saddy, there's a lesson here in balance. And are we going to pass it, or are we going to pass it by, or let it pass us by? So very interesting. This is definitely a lesson of, like I wrote in my notes, it's in my blog write up, it's input, it equals output. Okay. So just be careful with how you deliver the news. And they may not deserve that, and that's okay. That is okay. That's them and their karma, not you and yours. All right. So justice returning here, balance returning to you on that outcome energy. That's beautiful. Let me go ahead and get a peek at the pre-story for divine masculine energy. Okay. Emperor energy there. All 4 kings would be that emperor energy. a very fixed square. The Emperor needs the Empress to be reminded that those 4 points can also turn into flow and create a circle for the first time. This is someone in an equal vibration that has spidey sense up to par with your own, perhaps. Queen of Swords again. That Venus and Libra energy. Two of Wands, here's the decision. Okay, it's the point of, if I'm going to grow, then I got to do something different than I've already done before. Because where she is back here in this mirror of her old self before the growth, it's same plus same equals same. It's the same stagnant energy. It'll be another cycle of the same energy. You got to change up the frequency of the lovers much. Okay, here this is showing her esoteric knowledge. And he is literally, this is the King and Queen of Cups in this deck. And he's showing the cards beneath his vest. So he's revealing himself to her, and she is revealing herself and her knowledge to him. This is not someone who'd make you feel weird if you do something like I do. Okay, they don't make you feel like a weirdo. And yet another Ace of Swords. Strong energy, guys. Wow. Okay, let's see what's going on here in the Yang energy. And again, that was sounding kind of crispy, wasn't it? That can be within our own selves, or this can be another person, whether you know them or not. We'll see if that Six of Cups comes out, and we'll see if that Lovers resurfaces. Okay, so this person is coming in. I wrote in my notes about the violet flame today, and in the graphics, I had pictures of that. This is someone who has looked in the mirror, who has climbed the mountain, who has looked back down at their own journey. Aquarian energy here, maybe transformation of Pluto. And then we have, this is representative of Chiron, the healer. And this is a new vortex of energy that this person may step into. I mean, double major arcana as this person, or our own divine masculine coming in as a healed energy, someone who has done the inner work. So far, that is not an energy of someone that would keep us very, very stuck on their promises with no action. They are coming from a place of boredom as well, but in this deck, you can see she toe up from the flow up. I don't know if it's a better view there. Same difference. But you can see here how she's kind of been, her heart's been filleted, and we have a little nod to the three sisters of fate here. And in this deck, there is a cup on offer. Perhaps that's the one that they are offering you, or you are offering them. But she's learned something the hard way. Lessons in love learned the hard way. Okay, and that could have, even when our emotions are out of whack, when we're dysregulated, it turns into a physical manifestation in our body and appears as sickness. Okay, so their situation is, okay, everything's are happy enough around me, so either you're their son and you're helping them heal this and heal their wounds, maybe helping them lick their wounds. I don't know. Maybe that's why we're being guided here to slow your roll. Yeah, this is an energy of, I mean, ultimate wish fulfillment, happiness. Okay. That's hard to do when you toe up from the flow up, and you could be like the light in their eye, the only thing that feels good to them at the moment. Yeah, they have an opportunity to walk away from whatever they were in here. Let's see what's fueling them. Yeah, exhaustion, boredom, pain. I ain't doing this one more GD day. Eight of Cups. I know that I can't go down that same pathway because it's just going to lead me to the same lake with the same water, the same emotions that I was already experiencing. I've got to look at that mirror energy that we saw in the Two of Wands. She also had a red dress and a white dress. There's a second person here, and she's looking towards the direction she's going. So you're masculine energy, your action while Mars is in Sagittarius may mean that you're taking a hike here. Sagittarius energy fueling you, Nine of Wands. Pure exhaustion. They're over something, okay, or you are. That's what it felt like over here. So again, we all have yin and yang within us, okay, and you can also, if it resonates for you, as you and them, or switch the roles if you need to as well. So Ace of Swords came out again. You are coming in as the Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, with the pages. Those are actually the other way, with the pages fueling your energy. Page of Pentacles is the most learned page, and the Page of Swords has no business speaking on love because they mad. So again, we don't want to blow up someone's self-esteem. If you're done, you're done. Okay. I know it can get tricky, but this is we're holding on to the class here. Okay. They've already reached some kind of truth in the past. And I like that these aces are lining up here. Very heavy energy of it is what it is. This is what I'm looking. This is the truth that I'm facing. Your Four Cups in the environmental energy, fueling the star in the past. That's a lot of healing. That is a lot of work. That is a lot of time and energy spent towards pouring into your own 10 of Cups. Good job. Now, let's see what's fueling their truth, because this is someone walking away as well. They're turning their back and walking towards what is their own truth. Stop it. Well, okay, then. That Aces reading, I said what came out for the Ace of Swords, the lovers. You both know who you are to each other. For whoever this reading is for, you both done know. Okay. Let's see what the heart of their side of the energy is all about. You are their sun. That's who they're thinking about as they're working through this really painful situation that they need to leave behind. Wow. And today is I talked about that 2001, the special path of connection 24 years ago. So we've got our lovers energy frequency of today. 21 is a 3. And it's her Baby I'm a Star, Prince. Okay. Fueling the Empress. Look at all these major arcana, guys. That's just crazy. The missing puzzle piece, the heart of the reading. You were their missing puzzle piece. Wow. So Temperance is a lot of time. The Star is a lot of time, dedication. In my write-up, I talked about alchemizing lead into gold, pain into wisdom, and now we're using that wisdom to take action. Okay, Temperance is a soulmate card energy. Here is this skeletal crane representing past life energy. You're far more ahead in the energy than the yang energy is, but that's normal. That's how things happen, or else things wouldn't change, right? We don't sit and wait around, because then that just delays their own puzzle pieces. We got to keep working on our own. But wow. Okay, speaking of Sag, there you are right there. Okay. Definitely wanting to run instead of walk, though. So in time, there's that Two of Wands. There's the decision to be made by this person, and they are sure that they are not going to have regret. They are focused on this red root of passion, whatever has been hiding in their moon. Okay. Maybe they're also delivering the decision to take this new action into the red dress instead of the old white dress that was the same every day without growth. This Five of Cups, she's focusing on the one cup. She's focusing on her needs, and she knows that when she does that, that second cup comes in to bring the offer. And your environmental energy, Ace of Cups, is the opportunity here. Okay. Wow. I am so happy to see this shift in energy, you guys. Blocks on their side, not surprising. Okay. Leo energy here. Five of Wands, jealousy, strife, competition. In this deck, it's like she's cutting off her own face, cutting off her nose to spite her face, right? She doesn't like the mask that this other person has worn. So with jealousy, and she's behind her, right? So it's like it's backstabbing. The Five of Wands in reverse in the block position is always the shadow. But keep in mind when our yin and yang work together as a team. Okay, so this tells me the block was there was no teamwork. Why, and which is why they've already made this choice about their truth. Okay, and what was fueling that jealousy, strife, and competition? This crossroads, the Two of Swords. I wrote about this today as well. It's always so weird to me. And that would be in the typed portion of we're not really stuck. Sometimes we're just willfully blind because we're scared. Okay. And they ain't scared anymore here. It feels like this is a release of fire. I'm getting an energy of there's some discovery of this backstabbing. If this is another person for you and their partner was a very jealous person, um, you know why people are jealous like that and paranoid, right? It's because they themselves are the ones doing the wrong things or they have in the past. So they're hyper paranoid that that's what their partner's doing, but it's projection. So this person's partner could have been accusing them of things here that just wasn't true or not in their heart to do. They wouldn't do that. But it made them see this person in a different light for sure. Okay. And if this is your yang, your action side for yourself, this is what had happened was to you. Wow. Okay. Decision made on both sides. We have not seen that as of yet. Advice from spirit or what spirit wants you to know, be careful of that other person. If this is another person for you, ooh, squeezing. She pissed. She yep, she's normally adaptable when left alone, but these fishermen played stupid games and now they're going to get the wrath of this Five of Swords. Spirit wants you to know the reason this person could be toe up from the flow up is because they've been gaslighted. They've been told that their reality is not their reality, or you have. And you've had enough of it. Queen of Swords, fueled by the Queen of Wands. Your secret, that secret's about ready to burn down to the ground. That wedding dress is going in the trash. It's just the cards. If that is not you, then we're here just listening to the story for entertainment purposes, right? That's what tarot is supposed to be anyway. And why are they jealous? Someone from this person's past, Six of Cups. Man, I hate that combination. Five of Wands, Five of Swords. That's nasty shit. Again, the air and fire energy. Instead of balancing each other out, it's like a battle of who can be more stubborn. And then if it's like an on again, off again, they get caught in nostalgia here about either how happy they used to be. And this person's environmental energy, when we see them focusing on the Empress, and even through being torn up, being neglected, tricked, possible emotional abuse here, the only Sun has been the nostalgia of what was with you. We are coming up to retrograde, a big long span of it, and people have a way of coming out the woodworks during retrogrades, okay? Wow. Outcome. There's their magic stick, Ace of Wands. Okay. Passion, inspiration. And what's fueling this new beginning here, this passionate new beginning, unlocking what makes them happy, using their solar plexus to guide them, making this near future decision to take a different road than they have before, unlocks their joy. Okay, so this is about stay where you're at. This person or you, your masculine energy, could stay where you're at. I don't see why, though. Nine of Cups fueling the Ace of Wands. This is the ultimate. This is transforming what it feels like even to be happy. And here, it's like their passion was could have been a bit antiquated or only behind a locked door. Their talents were not being seen. They were kind of being coveted away, locked away, especially if there was all this jealousy here. Natalie Merchant. Now we've got on this side of the board 3 out of the 5, or excuse me, 3 out of the 4 fives. We've got cups, wands, and swords. So we're missing the pentacles of leaving a person out in the cold or any kind of abandonment. So the information has not been delivered yet that they're leaving because that's the opportunity. But near future, they are already focused on their own heart's cup, fulfilling their own happiness and going after what it was that they actually want. This is bothering me, guys. Five of Swords. This is not a nice person. They are not kind. And if this is your yang side, I can see why you'd want to haul ass and you don't care if you blow up their world. And you don't care how it sounds. I would say just please still be careful of that. Because your truth is still going to be your truth, but you don't want to have anything else following your energy. Okay. Stay in that higher vibration, use your wings, fly away, all these butterflies everywhere. What is that? Butterflies were meant to fly. That's Elton John. It's something about freedom in there as well. And today is the lover's path of freedom. So just wow. Let me see if I can get any more on this 5 of Swords and 4 of Cups. Kind of curious here. How will my learning lovers know if this is their own yang energy or if this is their persons from the past? Why Five of Swords, Four of Cups combo? That Temperance is a lot of healing, though. Um, it looks like they've just thinking about going towards their Empress is kind of the only thing that's been keeping them going. Okay, why Five of Swords, Four of Cups, Ten of Pentacles? She's climbing up out of an old life in here. And do you remember when we got the Isis and Osiris for the truth or the intellectual nature of the connection? You both know who you are to each other. And it was all those dandelions connected to the star energy of the wish. Look at all the dandelions. This is a nymph climbing up out of an antiquated dress, like 1800s antiquated, climbing out of an old thought pattern, an old life. I'd want to get away too if I was dealing with that Bolsheviks. Yeah. What'd I just say, guys? It'd be over. Mm, mm, mm. Eight of Swords was the energy on, that's where Gemini is right now, or Uranus and Gemini on one side of the teeter-totter. There are two ships as well as on this card here. Who dare is disturbing my slumber of I had control of this person. I was verbally manipulative. My words sliced them to the core. Charming. Keep in mind, this person's gonna have some trauma to work through here. Okay. They might teeter back and forth and not be used to using their voice because they were just gaslighted anyway. Why talk if everything you say is shot down? It's made them look back at all their patterns in love, perhaps family secrets or things that happened in the dark with her bat wings there, being able to see in the dark, old connections, new beginnings. Okay, that's a lot there. Wow. Okay, so yang energy. This is done there. Wow. Let me look this side over here. What is it that the high priestess knows here? You're definitely matching vibrations with this person. It feels like you're pissed and they're very hurt. So you've gotten to the point where you got over the hurt of something in your feminine energy, and now you just pissed off. I'm asking here on this side, what's being let go of? Why the 10 of Wands? Why she lighting her wedding dress on fire here and doesn't care who knows? It's a done deal. This tower was already starting to glow and burn here. The fire was about to be lit. Fueled by the Page of Wands, throwing caution to the wind. Literally, fuck it. Wow. I think that's a helpful shift. I'm glad to see some dang movement in the cards instead of reading after reading after reading after reading of, yes, I already made the emotional decision, but we haven't delivered the news yet of whatever that is for you. This is could be revealed as soon as this full moon in Taurus. Wow. That was a confirmation for some of you. If you haven't done it yet, you're about to do that split tower energy on this Five of Wands. You're just two very, very different people. You could be boo-hooing your eyes out, and this person's cold as ice. Mm. You you never take advice, you'll pay the price. Okay, so again, even if they're a first class asshole, please do not incur and just be done. Be done. I know it's tempting. You got much better fish to fry over here. What is this fearful energy? Is there fear being created in the environment towards justice, towards this balance, where those embers are swirling around? Outcome energy is all full fall leaves, guys. You're getting your justice for what you've had to endure here. Okay. There's the Knight of Cups, Pisces energy, and Nine of Cups as well. I'm asking about outcomes, and we have Nine of Cups and Nine of Cups. So justice for you is that because you poured into your heart here, your frequency of your heart is literally vibrating on a higher level to attract. Okay, might have felt like you kissed a lot of frogs if you had been single a while, and this is not an actual person. It's just a compilation of all the relationships, right? And she has a 4-leaf clover there with this Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment for you both, because you are brave enough to stop waiting around either for this person to do what they had to do. You started the ball rolling. You started your healing. You reattach yourself back to your star out of being so damn bored with everything around you. You're like, I'm going for my 10 of cups. I want what I want. I agree. Just make sure that it's with the way in which they probably don't deserve, but you're better than that. You're here. Okay. You're here. Okay. Or maybe we're afraid we're not going to get that karmic balance that we've been due for all the hard work you've been doing here. Yeah, you exhausted too. 99 problems, but my heart isn't one. My frequency isn't one. I mean, does she look pleased? It's kind of like, I warned you. You were going to make me do it, weren't you? Did they call your bluff, or did you? It feels like you're just done here, whatever this is. You will know if this is your reading or not. Exhausted from nothing getting past a 2. If we have been in a long-term relationship, guys, if we're getting 2 of cups, and that's just the beginning of something. I want what you want. That can be sisters. That can be a neighbor. That can be anything. Okay. Someone that wants what you want. But if it doesn't go past that, we should be looking up into the higher numbers as a relationship evolves. If you're still getting a 3 of Pentacles and it's been 10 years, we're not getting past the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like you know this. You're like, yeah, I know. Okay. Lessons learned here. Page of Cups. You're like, I'm not collecting skulls any longer. She's not pulling sailors to their depths and their death any longer. Maybe you met this person when you were really, really young, and that was your 4 of Wands at that time. But you had to do your shadow work here and really figure out, why did I choose this person when we're not compatible and I have all this love to give, and it's like they don't see you. You have carried the load here for sure, 7 of Pentacles. And you're about to get Daddy Saddy's reward here for it. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, let's get advice here. I want to look at what is the ascension lesson for the divine feminine sign. A getaway ship. That sounds wonderful. What is this person's, what was this person's lesson? Who am I? Well, you're not just, again, I know you want to run. Okay. I know you want to just jump ship. Okay. Wow. What was the lesson with them? Honor your agreement. Mission in motion. You're already out the door. You've raised your frequency. Look at this here. Your vibrations just don't match anymore. You way outgrew this person with your EIQ in the very least. Why else would you be so damn bored? Emotional intelligence quotient, if you're wondering. Okay. So what was this person's lesson or the divine yang energy with whoever was causing all this grossness? I don't know how they managed to keep such a positive attitude, but they did. Um, Feminine twin, activating the higher self. Now, this one's interesting. So I'm going to pick up the book for that one because I think, when I'm not mistaken, this is the one where it talks about we automatically think that feminine twin means woman and man mean, the masculine means male, not necessarily. So the olive suit is about relationships that guide you toward your person that's for your best and highest good. This is the 6th step out of 11. Okay. And you're on an 8th step out of 11 here with this person, and you're never going to get past that 8th step with that person. Okay. I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's what I'm getting here. Okay. Your twin flame ascension quest is directing you inward to heal your inner feminine energy so that you can come into harmonic balance with your inner masculine energy. So, in general, yang is healing their inner feminine, yin energy is healing their inner masculine. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Generally, might be the one. Generally, if you are the feminine twin, this means that you need to let go of control and stop being the fixer of everyone and everything. We talked about that on the ACEs reading. Take down the broken winged doctor is in sign, please. This energy creates resentment and it causes you to build walls of protection and produces feelings of being taken advantage of. Focus on healing your feminine side in order to activate your higher self. So, even amongst all this person was could have been even addicted to trying to fix this person or waiting it out, thinking it'll get better as they just continued to be berated. I mean, it's not good, guys. You would know, or maybe you don't know yet. So, letting go of conditions and learning to love without expectation. Have more respect for your feelings and set loving boundaries versus brick walls. Letting go of the need for protection will open your heart to receive and allow abundance into your life. 9 of Cups outcome. This card suggests that you express yourself without the fear of what other thinks. You think why they be afraid or not afraid of, just like it's just not worth the fight. It's not worth me saying anything because it's not going to be productive and it's just going to lower my own vibration. It's going to harshen my buzz, right? It's going to bum me out. Letting go of the need for protection will open your heart to receive and allow the abundance into your life. This card suggests that you express yourself without the fear of what others think. They're already walking towards their truth in some way, actions. It looks like with 5 of Cups and the surrounding energy around them, they're making a different choice, especially with the opportunity to do something different. 8 of Cups. Ask for assistance when needed and allow others to support you. Keep an open heart and embody your higher self wisdom that you can not only love, but also allow yourself to be loved. So, again, masculine energy is working on surrender and allowing themselves to be taken care of in a way that is loving and not it just it just feels terrible. Good gravy. But they have definitely successfully completed a cycle there when I asked about this Two of Wands. Okay. Now let's get into a little bit deeper on what your lesson could have been here, honoring your agreement. Perhaps that's why if you stayed for way longer than you feel like you should have, there's no time like the present, right? We can't hang in that in between world forever. All right. Now, this is activations that accelerate your ascension with the amber suit. And that is our 8-8. Your mission's in motion. You ready to go. Before you incarnated, you created an agreement with every single person you would come into contact with. These pre-arranged appointments were scheduled to occur at the precise time to orchestrate necessary experiences for personal growth. In addition, you chose to use these lessons to help others. Of course you did. Repetitive life lessons indicate the need to identify and release karmic patterns. That was just stuck in that same loop, reading after reading after reading, right? I'm so glad to see this movement now. If you did feel stuck in emotional pain, you can turn your mess into a message, alchemizing the star energy, healing, lots of it. By taking charge of your life. This card serves as a reminder that you chose to walk this path. Okay, so that person that you agreed to have this lesson with, where you did all the work, you were meant to stand up for yourself. The test was, am I going to continue to lower my frequency in this and put up with it with someone who's not even being a partner? We've seen over and over again, reading after reading, they're the ones sitting down on the racetrack in a three-legged race, and you've been dragging them. So if you relate to that, that's what you've been healing. Why am I still dragging them? Why do I have this need to drag them? What about me? What in me thinks that's normal or was conditioned to think it was normal? Okay. Take ownership of your mission and responsibility for your actions. The key to discovering your mission is to realize that you are not separate from your purpose. So don't try to figure it all out, right? MLK, just the first, just take that first step. And you're showing me that's in motion now. Okay. You're building a bridge between where you are now and where you want to go. So it's no more stagnation. We're in movement here. And I like that. Okay. At least we're on the damn bridge, guys. I love this. And didn't I say, I forget what card, between where you wanted to go and where you were, you had one foot on each side. Okay. And then in essence, every single day, when we are just trying to get better and better, we're not living in the moment. We're staying like, I want to hang on to that stability, but then I also want to put my toe in that new water. We can't, that's just not going to happen. Okay. It won't turn out the way that you would want it to, anyhow. Trust this process and allow your mission to unfold. Taking action will honor your assignment and transform your pain into purpose, thereby setting your action into motion. I wrote down Action Jackson on my notes today, had no idea why. So it's because this is starting to move now, at least on the divine feminine's end. Wow. Okay. So now, of course, I want to see what is, if you guys make it up together, what are you learning in this new endeavor? Jumping up to, they graduate from a 6 to a 9 with you, High Priest, personal empowerment. The heart of your reading was High Priestess. This, and I said, this is someone who is matching your frequency. Wow. Okay. Personal empowerment. And he has that, what I drew, a little teeter-totter action right there. This is the olive suit, I love you, right? It's getting you it's the relationship that is bringing you to the highest part of yourself. What about for this person? What are they getting out of the deal to be with you? What are they learning, or where are they going? They've also got a 9. They came in as the hermit energy, and this, you're worth opening your heart to here, apparently. And they have learned how to set loving boundaries, and maybe you're helping them with that. Especially, I did say, violet flame activation in the notes. All right. I can tell why they might have put this brick wall. I mean, I would too. I mean, looked like a hot mess express, and literally the only thing getting him through was thinking about the nostalgia of how you made them feel seen. Wow. You made him feel seen. And they given you some damn superpowers, man. That's quite the jump. You're going from an 8 to a 9, and they're going from a 6 to a 9. I'll refrain. Okay, no, I won't. 69. Okay. Oh, that's out of my system now. All right, guys, we've reached that time. Let me know if you enjoyed that reading. If that helped clear up anything for you guys, even if it's just, oh, I'm so sorry, Diana. Okay. That 36th year anniversary. Oh, I'm glad you're freed from that too. Wow. 36 is also a 9, FYI. Thanks, Peg. Like, no, she can't resist, can she? Okay, guys, if you would like a quick answer, think about your question, and just put a heart in the chat box there, and I'll pull a card for you. And it's just some these are pretty straightforward, simple advice for the answer to your question. If you'd like me to pull out the block decks, you can say what's blocking work, what's blocking money, what's blocking love, whatever it is. I'm happy to use that deck as well. And these are just like, sometimes the simple answers are the best answers. Okay. And while you guys are putting your hearts in the chat, I'll go through real quick. Let's see. For this reading, as we have Mars entering Sagittarius, Sun in Scorpio. So technically a Scorpio reading with the Sun in Scorpio. For this reading, focus on success, the justice energy, that 9 of Cups of wish fulfillment, not the fear of the new. Okay. Focus only on success, the success of this higher heart opening. Okay. Sagittarius, make a plan and strengthen your gifts. That's what's coming in here with this next thing, rising up to that high priest energy, personal empowerment. Okay. What about for Capricorn? Capricorn energy. Keep your commitments. Okay. Maybe that's just tonight of don't fly off the handle at this person, even if they deserve it. Okay. And we did get this, honor your agreement. Remember, you signed up to go through this Bolsheviks with this person so that you could be empowered enough to leave when it was time. Sometimes it be that way. Do all things in moderation, Cappy. Don't go flying off the handle. Okay. Just saying. I kept seeing it. Just saying. You've been warned. What about for Aquarius? Wow. Reevaluate your priorities. What is important to you? Maybe they need to watch our last reading with a little workbook idea and go back through and reevaluate, especially with full moon in Taurus. That is about reevaluating what we're committing to and what's important to us. That's Taurus full moon all the way. What about here for Gemini? Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius. Okay. Why did I say Gemini? Twin? I don't know. Freudian slip, but all my Freudian slips always show up for, oh, like don't forget to do the Uranus and Gemini. Okay, balancing act. All right. So I don't know if this person is a Gemini or this is just what's happening as Uranus is retrograding through Gemini, not for much longer because we're going to go back inside Taurus there. That feels like a little side message for whoever needed to hear that. Okay. Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing an element. Elliot's for somebody. ET phone home. Oh my gosh. Okay, like again, yep, Kath, boundaries, right? What we will and will not accept. And that's about what makes you feel good, right? It can be as simple as that. And it's not about trusting others too much. It's about um, feeling confident and trusting yourself to be able to discern. And when you know that's not for you, having the strength to the strength to take the action and say no, thank you. Okay. Finally, Pisces, reach for the stars. The 360th lesson is about fulfilling your desire of that star. All right. Aries, coming back over to fire. So we've got make a plan, use your gifts. What are we adding on here to the fire trine with Aries energy? Trust the divine plan, Aries. Trust the divine plan. Taurus. And this could be, again, advice for us all with that full moon in Taurus in a couple days. Yep. This is what you be doing. Face your adversaries. Told you. Full moon in Taurus. Wow. Gemini, that was fast. Except, oh, that was got told no. Those go together. If you haven't told them yet, you already decided emotionally. This is when the news looks like it's hitting the streets. Okay. And again, that's not me telling anybody what to do. I'm reading what this story is doing, the person in this story is doing. Okay. Gemini, now Gemini. So, along with have faith, and Gemini's lover's energy. So, man, take the lead. Feminine energy takes the lead in the lovers. Okay. Cancer. Address your addictions. What are we fearing? What are we what's our devil? Okay, what are our patterns? What do we keep doing even though we know it's no damn good for us? Okay. And that can even be your body's in a state of fear all the time, especially if it's a tumultuous energy. It's that constant spike of cortisol which is only meant for emergencies. It's actually poisonous to your body. Okay. So are we really hell bent on being at that high stress job, or being with a person who it looks like you want to just go off on in here? Um, but you won't. I know you won't. You a class act. It can be your body's just used to having that cortisol release. That's not love. Okay. And someone that loves you, it's not going to do that to you. All right. Leo. Leo, advice for Leo regarding this reading, please. Masculine or feminine energies. Flipper. Leo, facing the shadow. Okay. There's that tower energy we saw over on the feminine side. Let go and enjoy and refine your attentions. Okay, Leo, it's that battling that inner demon as well, especially when we learn from the sign before us. Okay, what about for Virgo? Advice for Virgo, please. That's right, Jennifer, not gullible, pure of heart. Okay. Virgo, live life to the fullest and speak up. You just don't need to go off, okay? Woo! All righty there. It's you deserve freedom. Everybody deserves the freedom to live their heart in their highest timeline. Okay, guys, this lifetime. We only get one around the sun in these meat suits. All right, finally, Libra. Libra, please, advice. Especially we got that Venus energy there on the outcome. This could be, it feels like this is a couple of days because that Venus will be done and entering. Thank you. Scorpio next. Libra, do something different. Okay. Choose the red dress. It's fabulous. All right, guys. Let me scroll down here for you and see. You did. Okay. I don't see any hearts. Are we? Or oh, I see a couple. Okay. I see Diana's and Kaylee's. Oh no, Nova was just saying to that she loved Kaylee, I think, which is super nice. Yes. And Diane, you're so sweet, Ash. Okay. It looks like, oh, I got one for, it looks like it starts at Jennifer or Diana, then Jennifer there. I'm going to grab a cosmic insight since you didn't get to use that last time. What wanted to come out here? Sky of clarity. Okay, Miss Diana, can I have some cosmic insights for this next leg of Diana's journey, please? Health. Okay, so again, when we are coming out of something that wasn't that great for us, wasn't great for our heart, okay, but perhaps we were used to that, just living on edge. And I'm not putting words in your mouth because I don't know that to be true. I know what it had done to my own body. You can completely drain your adrenals, and that constant cortisol again is poisonous to your body. It can take a couple years for your body to regulate, your hormones to regulate properly again after living through that much stress. Okay. um, Make sure here that you're taking care of your heart health, you're getting the necessary, getting I wish everybody had access to therapy. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. You got an open door here. Okay. A waste of time is over. Okay. A waste of time is over. And there's your commitment thing, honey. So that is after you move on and empty your hand of that business. And there's there's your Venn diagram and two hearts. What is that song? I need you. Two hearts. Two hearts that beat as one coming up for you. But make sure that you are allowing your body to heal. And also, I I was so glad I went and had blood work done, had my hormone levels checked. It can mess up your thyroid pretty good, all that stress. So you'd be surprised how much it affects your body, guys. All right, I hope that helps you there, Miss Diana, making the right decision, okay? It's what it feels like here. All right. And Miss Jennifer, please and thank you. Cosmic insights or for whatever she needs to know. Okay, there's a little bud here growing. Not that kind. Give it time. Everything in divine timing and let things flow. And again, with divine timing, that's the Wheel of Fortune energy. That's when we are balanced in our feminine and masculine. Then that's what pulls in the energy for the other person to heal and get balanced as well. And then we have challenges. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. And that's a little tree hugger right there. I love that, especially because you got this bud. So work on inner healing. You're making make a decision here. Everything in divine timing. And we saw that choice there in the recent past for your yang energy or another person's energy. Follow your intuition here. This is what's surrounding you. Pay attention to what's going on because the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. Okay, so don't go. Knight of Wands goes flying in there with a lot of passion, right? The situation came in as slow your roll, slow down. Okay, slow your roll, take your time. And this is the first card here. It says give it time. Okay, someone is still figuring themselves out underneath that. I hope that helps you, Miss Jennifer. I thought it was an interesting reading too, Kath. Absolutely. I was like, oh, please, when I pull these cards tonight, please, let's show there's some progress here. I'm so glad. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'd say Diana too. If you're unaware of whether your body is dysregulated or not, I don't know the last time that you had any blood work done. HRT has been life changing for me. Um, I like sleep and I like not sweating at the drop of a hat, and I like the energy because in my mind I'm still in my 30s, not my 50s. So uh that definitely makes you feel like that again, that's for sure, and it's worth it. So the block could be here just this need to heal either our body and help that old energy, that pain and trauma is stored on a cellular level. So if it was tumultuous or it was just something that just hasn't grown for a lot of years, like that's painful, right? And we have to help it. Yoga classes, going on a walk, anything physical, dancing like an idiot in your living room to your favorite song, um, that helps it exit your body. Feel the feelings as they come. It's okay to be sad even when something wasn't that great or hadn't been for a while. Um, but give your body time to release that as well, because we saw that door when we close a door, that lets the universe open a new one for us. Okay. Let's see. I think that's all the hearts, which is fine, unless I see. Oh, you're so welcome, Jennifer. You're so welcome. I'm glad you're here. I am glad you're here. And Diana, I need to take that advice for my own damn self because I have not taught yoga since we went into the hospital in April. So I just haven't you gotta emotionally heal, and it's like your brain is so foggy and traumatized, like I'm feeling that need to do that again. So maybe I'll start it up with you guys. Kaylee was on me to bring yoga back to the channel. So Judy, I was pulling cards on any cosmic insights. Think of your own question, and I'll pull you an answer here. And I'll do that, and then don't be sorry. You are okay. All right, Miss Judy Jude. I got that two of hearts stuck in my head now. Ah. Yep. See, Kaylee's like, yes, we need a yoga ASAP. It's kind of like you think, I haven't done it for so long. I taught for 26 years, you guys, up to 5 classes a week. So I don't know why stuck in my head of I forgot everything. Jude, Jude. There's our ladybug. Remember, we had the ladybug charm moving from earth down into emotions, kind of getting unstuck, adding emotion in, not being so dry, not being so, allowing emotions in, including joy. Yes, luck is on your side. So, whatever you just asked is a yes, luck is on your side. And things are getting serious here because you shift your own thoughts and words into earth to water, into your emotional body. That's when this happens, right? And I think we've seen for you before, it's like once you got the hang of that, it's like you're off to the races. You're catching those patterns of thought that are not true and not kind to yourself, and that literally shifts everything. I'm proud of you. I'm allowed to be, right? So that's a yes there, guys. Yeah, we all like yes, right? Oh, it's Juice Newton. It is. Oh, wow. Okay. I would not have ever guessed that. Well, thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. Thank you for liking my Angi-Notes as well. If I don't end up doing a reading for the day, know that you can still get the energetic weather by going to the information I post there for you. So love you guys so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.